I'll be talking about the 6 global leadership behaviors. The first behavior is the charismatic value-based leadership behavior, which is focused on uh, number one being charismatic, which means that you're drawing people in, you're getting them excited, you're bringing them into your camp and your point of view, and you're value-based, which means that you want to succeed. You want to you're driven by results. You want to be result driven. Like you want your followers to actually uh, give you results, bring back your results. But you're also virtuous and trustworthy, and they like you not only because you're a charismatic person and you know how to get people excited, but you also show your you speak what you do. Like you're a trustworthy person, you're a trustworthy leader. They follow you anywhere because they believe in what you do. The next would be a team-oriented leadership, which is focused on the integrating teamwork, integrating team members into the scenario, which means that you are focused on different people bringing in different styles, and it's not just going to be a one-person like game. It's going to be a bunch of different people coming in together, a cohesive unit that makes one that's headed towards one goal. It's not just one person working; it's a whole team working. There's a participative leadership, which is it's how the leader involves other people into their decisions. So it's not just one person doing all of it and thinking all of it. It's one person getting advice from other people. The leader's actually taking advice from the other people, the followers, the people, your right hand person, or whoever your advisor is. It's a bunch of people coming together, but they're taking these people's advice and using it to towards the task or whatever task or accomplishment that needs to get done. The next would be humane oriented leadership, which is being servant, not necessarily a servant, but I would say you're being altruistic. You're looking out for the rest, other people. You're not just looking out for yourself. You're not there, just to make money, or you're not there just to, get whatever you can get. You're out there to look out for other people, and other people are more important. Like your main thing is to do the right thing, to be generous, to be kind, to think about what everybody else needs, whether it's just the people in the community or people that you work with. You're thinking about what they need, what are their needs, what do they need from me, what do they need me to do for them. And then you have autonomous leadership, which is a individual, one person. Like I do it by myself. I don't need anybody else's help. I'm going to handle this like myself. I do my work. You do your work. And the self-protective leadership behavior, which is where whatever I'm doing, I'm getting out for mine. Like this is mine. Like I'm doing what's right for me, no matter what. Like I don't care about anybody else. All I know is that I have to protect one person, and that's me. So those are the 6 global leadership behaviors, and next we'll move on to the culture clusters that go along with them, and the desired leadership behaviors for the culture clusters. We're going to go with Eastern Europe, which is autonomous based, which means that they worry about doing things by themselves, and self-protective, which means they also just want to worry about myself. I'm protecting myself. It's all about me. And the least thing that they worry about is, or least behavior that they use is participative, which is they don't want other people to help them out. They're like, no, we're not. I don't care about what anybody else has to say about this scenario. Like I'm doing what I want to do. Next, we're going to do Latin America, which is charisma value based, which they're all about charisma. Whoever has the best speech, or whoever brings the most people in. For example, Hugo Chavez is was a charismatic leader, but that's just an example. There's a lot of other ones, but they're also team oriented because they're definitely a collective based based society. They work together as a team. And then self protective, which means that they're going to protect themselves. They got to protect their own. So those are the 3 top ones that they value. And what they value least is autonomous leadership, which is by themselves. So because they are team oriented, they do not like people who are by themselves, who don't want to, who don't want to work with other people, who don't want to be part of the team. The next would be the Latin Europe cluster, which their biggest thing that they like is the charismatic. So the person who is who is in your face, the person who makes the best show, who can talk the best, who can draw you in. That's what they want, and then it goes down to the team. Like they less like team oriented leadership, participatory leadership, and self protective leadership. So they want somebody with charisma, but then they would take working as a team and getting different opinions from different other people, which is participative. They're actually taking advice from other people, and self-protective, which means that they have to protect their own. Like what I say is, what I'm doing out here is I'm going to protect myself, my own. But what they like least, once again, is the autonomous leadership, which is someone by themselves who doesn't want to collab or who wants to work by themselves or be independent. The Confucian Asian leadership cluster is the top two. They're self-protective and team-oriented. So we're going to work together, but we are going to CYA. I have to cover myself. No matter what I do, I have to worry about myself only, and I have to make sure that at the end of the day, I'm good. And then what they like least is participative leadership, which means that they don't want outside help. They don't want outside thought processes. They don't want somebody else coming in and telling them what you can and can't do or what you should do. Like we have our own plans and we're going to go with that. The next is the Nordic Europe cluster, which they are focused on charismatic, value-based leadership and participative leadership. So they want somebody who's charismatic once again, who can show out and make you guys get people hyped, get them motivated, come out, and they want people to they want to get information from a lot of different people. They want not from a lot of different people, but they want to get information from different sources. They want information from other sources, other people in their camp. They want other people to chip in and help them help them solve the problem. And what they like least is self-protective and human-oriented. So they do not like to help out other people. Like that's the least thing that's the least, that's the lowest on the list is being human-oriented. They don't want to go out of the way to help other people, and they don't like self-protective. So they don't like if you are just worrying about yourself. So the next is Anglo leadership, which they like participative, human oriented, and charisma. So they actually are human oriented, which humane oriented. Sorry, they actually are humane oriented, which means that they worry about what they can do for other people and how much they can help other people out, and participative, which means that they need other people. They want other people's input to solve the problems, and of course, charisma once again is at the top of the list, which is that charisma, that person who can get everybody together, get everybody hyped and ready to act. And what they like least is the self-protective leadership. They do not like someone who's just going to worry about themselves and not worry about the entire team. And the next is after your moral stages go from learning how to um, learning to do things to, not get in trouble, to follow the rules that's in place and the regulations that's happening, and doing things for, for other people, or, to learn that, to do something for somebody else, or, so that they say that you're doing the right thing. Then you have to learn for yourself whether, it's the right thing to do, whether it's the right thing for you to do, or whether it's where you want to go in your life. And then your morality follows how you personally feel, or how you personally go, your personal goals, where you're going throughout your life. And then after a while, it goes off of who you are as a person, and that kind of determines how it affects your leadership. Like after you learn all these different stages and you go through and you learn about morality and the different ways of it, and you know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're either doing the right thing or doing the wrong thing. It then in turn focuses, or then in turn affects how you lead. It shows leadership. The ethical leadership goes from respecting others. So you're morally inclined to respect others because you know how it feels to not be respected. You know to serve others because you know how it is to not have something, and then in turn to be able to help somebody else, to be just, and know that it's unfair, or know what it is to be treated unfairly, and then to not in turn treat someone else unfairly, and to be honest and truthful and have people trust in you, and to do what you can to leave the world a better place, or build a community, or build your area, or whatever it is that you have, to make it better than what it is when you came there. And that's all part of being an ethical leader, and it all stems from the moral stages of development that you got from when you started as a kid to an adult.